chest today. Should be a good day today. This one's going to be probably a bit of a longer session, just because some of the exercise we've got lined up towards the middle is when the gym's at its busiest, so it might take a bit longer than what I would normally do, but once we're on that equipment, the good thing is we can just stay on it, so it's just going to be lots of cables at the end. So at the moment we're looking like we're doing some incline on the Smith, then going into a superset chest press, then into cable flies, then pec deck, and then a bit of tries at the end. So what I might do is try and do the chest press into pec deck, because that's a separate machine, and then that way I can just stick on cables for the rest of the time, because then I need to do cable flies, cable press, and then tries need a cable machine as well, so I can try and grab that machine for the rest of the time. It's not how I would want to do it, but it's also got to be feasible for that time at the gym as well, so I've got to take that into account. But it should be good today, because the incline I'm going to try and do hopefully 3 working sets, heavy working sets to really start off strong, and then all the rest are just nice accessories. So most of them will probably be just 3 working sets, but no warm-up set, just kind of straight into it, because I know the weights that I need to do anyway, they're not going to differ because I've done them in the previous routines, so that won't change too much. So it should set us off a bit better, which is good. Today should be good. Should be a good session. Well fueled, just pretty much finished eating and then just went straight out the door. So definitely well fueled and ready to go. So I'm looking forward to doing a nice chest day today. My legs are pretty cooked from yesterday, but good cooked, and good thing is all the pain, all the kind of muscle soreness is in my hamstrings and not too much into my quads. A little bit, just because obviously they haven't been worked recently, but on a skip 3 weeks time when my body's gotten used to it, it would definitely still be my hamstrings that tend a bit. That's a good sign, and hopefully I can stack on some good muscle on my legs in the next 8 weeks, which should be good. I think I had to think about the dieting side. What I'm probably going to do is just continue eating the same volume as I am now, but I think what I'm going to do instead, just to give it a try, is maybe start introducing cardio, so incline walking, and abs / a shoulder mobility session during the week, in the mornings, just to see how that goes, because I want to, it'd be nice to lean up for summer, but I don't think I'm hard stuck on having to diet in terms of cutting my calories down. So obviously the cardio is going to try and get some fat off, so I could drop maybe some of the carbs, which could be an option. But ideally, because I think my body's still got a good way to go in terms of body weight, and I'm not too fluffy or too fat in any area, it'd be nice to lean up my abs a bit, but I'm not too hard stuck on them. So I guess a good game plan could be is just continue eating as normal, some gaining muscle, and then introducing a bit of cardio and abs means that the cardio will just try and shred away some of the fat that's there, even though there shouldn't be a lot elsewhere except in my stomach, and then the abs will just make sure that when I am doing that doing that cardio and kind of trying to shred or, you know, cut some of that fat off, that my abs, in terms of the abs as a muscle, are growing and trying to pop through a bit more. So those two should hopefully complement each other well. But I think we could probably introduce that later on. I think I'm enjoying what I'm doing at the moment, and I'm not hell bent on, you know, the whole cutting at the moment thing. I do want to eventually do a cut, but I think timing wise, with, you know, Christmas and summer, and, you know, I don't think it's going to work, and it's going to work for me. You know, I'm not competing, so I don't need to, there's no deadline or set date. So I think for me, I'll probably give it a bit longer. You know, if I'm starting to, you know, plateau, or I'm starting to, you know, I'm not looking muscular, I'm just looking big, then maybe that's when I can try and maybe start introducing the cardio and the abs. But I think for the meantime, I'm happy where I'm at, so I don't think there's any big reason for me to change. But we'll see how we go. My opinion on it changes week by week, so we'll get something definitive going. But yeah, for the meantime, I think we'll just continue as normal, just business as usual. So yeah, I think we'll do that going forward. But yeah, other than that, not much else to chat about. Yeah, I guess I'll just leave it here, and we can continue on once we're at the gym and we're starting to hit some chest. So hopefully I can get them to the Smith machine nice and quick, not too much yapping today, and just smash out a good chest session. So I'll leave it here, and I will catch you in a bit. See you soon.
Positions. Yeah, I finished last Thursday. I had one. It is such a joke. I'm working 32 hours a week. JB. It's still going until 4th of December. And then I think we're going for pork night. I can walk courts. For pork? Really? Well, get my hands. If they get their shit together.
They need more courts.
Yeah, no, it was because I originally closed at the Jack Madness, Revo Fitness, their minimum period came up, and because it's that least got gym, and they were paying 2/3 of the rent, they were just like, yeah, I'm just not continuing.
They're paying 2/3 of Revo's rent.
Well, majority of it, by the sound. But it's still gym.
That is so good for Revo. Sports though.
Yeah, so now they're stopping.
Oh, so that's part of the reason why.
That.
So you would have got the increase there.
Yeah, or it just came to the new period to renew.
Try as well. We'll stack it.
Alright, that's chest and tries done. Good day today. I think everything went pretty well to plan. I think the tries were the only issue. But going through it, the incline Smith went really well, felt nice and strong on that, pushing more than I was before. And that got me a really good pump, good way to start and kind of just warm everything up. Warming up my shoulders, a bit of my back and obviously my chest, so that was really good to start with, and just got to pump some really good weight. Then the chest press was different. I was going to just do a set of just doing single on both then rest, but I found it was more effective if I did it as similar to like what I did for single leg extensions, doing 2 rotations of it continuously. Doing like the single leg and just doing 5 is not enough, so I felt doing 10 was good, and I only did it for 2 and then superset straight into doing chest press, which I think was really good. It kept up the pump, but I think it's just obviously a matter of just my body getting used to it. But the weight felt good. I was leaning towards, when I did the normal chest press, whether or not to do neutral grip or normal wide, but I thought I'd just better stick to doing them both the same grip, so I found that worked for me. I'll probably do the same thing again, so just doing 3 kind of global sets of each one, but then hopefully over the weeks I can kind of increase it, so that way I'm doing maybe 4. But it was really good. Fatigued me very quickly, but I got a really good pump and I felt like it was doing some really good good soreness to my chest. Flies went well, they were just nice and straightforward. Same with cables, they went nice and straightforward. Tries, obviously by the end I was absolutely exhausted, I was floored. So the V-grip push downs went okay. They weren't too bad. But then I was going to do single arm tricep extension, but I think because my tris are already pretty fatigued, I think the best way forward is then to go into doing overhead than doing single arm, because I'm so fatigued I can't even get 5 reps, like good reps in. So to me it just feels like a waste. I'd rather do it overhead, that way I can properly exhaust the muscle, but I can still activate it to the max that I can, if that makes any sense. But yeah, I think doing overhead, I think, is a better choice going forward. I might mess around with alternating from doing the V-grip push downs to maybe doing like an easy bar, just to kind of change things up. I love the V-grip, but I think doing these types of days, I think my tris are going to get absolutely smashed. So doing the easy bar, I think we'll be better off, in my opinion. But I'll give it a shot next week and see how we go, and then change it up from there. But overall, I'm very happy with how today went. I think there's some good gains to be made. I think ideally, if there was there's no one in the gym, I had everything free. I think the only thing I'd swap around is doing cable flies before pec deck. But when it gets busy, I don't really have a choice. It's just like what I said at the start, it's linking up or putting the order of exercises in based on what's feasible at that time. And at that time, if I'm going from using the cable machine and using 2 of them to then jumping off to do pec deck and then coming back on, I'm never going to get the cable machine again, or I'm going to be waiting half an hour. So it's easy if I just go from chest press into pec deck, and then that way I can just down the cables, so I can do my fly, 2 exercises of flies and then 2 exercises of tris. So stay on the same machine for 4 exercises in a row. It just makes sense structurally that way, and practically. But I think I'm happy with the choices. I think it's a good switch up. I love doing dumbbell, and I always swear by dumbbell, but it's nice giving it a bit of a rest and subbing in a few different exercises, because incline will keep up my strength, and it's just overall such a great exercise for your pecs. But then I'm subbing in chest press instead, to be the alternative, and that's more of just a hypertrophy exercise than dumbbells. But still, I really enjoyed today. I think it's going to be a good routine going forward, so I'm looking forward to seeing what results we can get out of it. Now it's just time to eat a bunch of food, rest, relax, and then maybe go tomorrow. I've got a few things on tomorrow, so I don't know about if I will go to the gym tomorrow and do legs. So tomorrow's going to be a bit of a touch and go, I think. I'll have to see how things are going, but all going well, I will go tomorrow. Just got to keep in mind that I do have stuff on, so I don't want to push myself, because then if I need to go to the gym and then go to something else afterwards, I might not have the time. So we'll just see how we go. But all going well, I'll go to the gym. If I don't, then I'll see you next week, where we start off all over again. We'll be hitting back and buys. So I will either see you tomorrow or see you next next week. So stay safe, like and subscribe.